Hey everybody, 8-Bit Josh here, and welcome to my Planet Zoo Barnyard Animal Pack first look. This is where you can finally make your own petting zoo. I know this is something that folks have been asking for a long time. I think petting zoos are pretty common in a lot of zoos, and yeah, we finally are able to do that. This is, they're calling this an animal pack, but this one's a bit different than other animal packs because there are 60 new scenery pieces included. Usually with a animal pack you would just get like some signage and pretty much about it, but we actually got quite a few, like I said, 60 new scenery pieces, and you can see quite a lot of them here. So we've got like some hay bale rounds, we got some square ones, of course we have new statues, animal signs. We have some really nice new like rustic planters, a barrel, some buckets, and some really nice like fence options. We got this like rustic well, we have a weather vane, all this really nice stuff to really give you that nice like rustic petting zoo vibe. And so as is tradition with these DLCs, I made myself a little mini zoo. So this one is just a straight up petting zoo. So you can see it's not very big. This parking lot is actually a parking lot I made for a few years ago for I have an Arctic themed zoo called Aurora Zoo, which is up on the Steam Workshop. But if you like this parking lot, you can actually get just the parking lot on the Steam Workshop as well. But yeah, so I tried to make a nice little entrance here, 8-Bit Farms, because you know what else was I gonna call it? So we walk in, you can see right away we've got some nice new scenery pieces here. I added like the little food truck here because I thought that would be appropriate. We have some new like path decorations, like this like rustic trash bin here. We also have this like new picnic table folks can sit in, as well as a regular bench. And then these like umbrellas are new as well. So as we walk on over, you can see, so I made, what do I have? 4 like walk-in habitats. A couple of them have multiple animals. This one right here, we have the Sussex Chicken here. These guys are so fun. Just letting you enjoy the sounds of the animals there. But that's the Sussex Chicken. We also have some baby chicks around somewhere. There we go. Yeah. Oh, don't get squashed on by the goats. There we go. Yeah, we got some baby chicks there. I put all these animals together because I feel like whenever you go to a petting zoo, you always see the chickens, the sheep, and the goats. They're kind of all always in the same one. And speaking of goats, we have the this is the Alpine Goat right here. Look at him. Oh, don't you just rammed that right in that chicken. Although I'll say that the chicken did not care. He did not move at all. And we also have the Hill Radnor sheep here. I gotta love a sheep. So this barn I made, it was actually in the very first zoo I ever made in Planet Zoo, called Wildlife World. I actually made like a little farm section. It wasn't like it was just all decoration, but I was like, man, this barn, it fits perfectly, because I even made like these little stalls originally, and I was like, you know what, we're actually going to be able to get to see the animals use the stalls now. So you can see we got a goat and a chicken sleeping in here. Sheep over here sleeping, minding its own business. And then coming over here, we have another shared habitat. Here we have the American Standard donkey and the Highland cattle sharing a nice little habitat here. We have there's one of the donkeys has got some really cool colorings to him. Where is he? Oh, there he is. This guy's cool looking. Oh, the kid just phased right through him. Where's that kid going? He's just looking at the rocks. Okay. And then I think all the cattle are they're all chilling in the barn right now. I like these guys with their like little mop tops over their eyes. Oh, look at this guy. Oh yeah. Oh, he's running. He's running. Where's he going? He just barreled through all those people. Oh, he saw that soccer ball. He's like, gotta hit the ball. Over here we have the alpacas. I love the alpacas because they just always look so unimpressed. You know, they just have that look on their faces. They're like, whatever. You see, we got another alpaca here with cool coloring, similar to the donkey. Yeah, these guys look cool. Whoa, that's a sound. Holy cow. Really likes that rubbing post. And then over here we have the Tamworth Pig, and pretty simple habitat I made for them. Gave them, of course, a nice little mud bath for them to roll around in. I noticed this mud bath, if you filter habitat enrichment on the Tamworth Pig, it actually, this does not come up, but they do use it. So, because I was like, of course a pig is going to use like a little mud pit. And you can see one of the guest interactions there, just saying hello to the pig, the dirty pig. And then I like that she walked right over and used the hand washing machine. She smelled it. She's like, yeah, that's a good smell. Oh, too funny. Yeah, so those are all of the animals in the new Barnyard Pack DLC. No exhibit animals this time around, which honestly I think is okay, because if you're doing like a petting zoo themed DLC, I don't think an exhibit animal would really fit with that. So let's talk about some of the things that were added to the game to sort of give it that petting zoo feel. So first of all, we've already seen there's new guests interactions with the animals. They can bend down, they can pet them, you know, they can kind of like, as they're like, you know, they'll kind of bend down and like kind of wave at them and look at them a little bit, which is really cool. Obviously, if you're gonna do, again, a petting zoo themed DLC, you need that interaction, because otherwise, like, really, what's the point? You know, the guests still like try to take pictures and, you know, with their phones and everything. So that's really cool. The other thing is, so you might be wondering, like, so how does it actually work? Like, how do you set it up? And it's actually really easy. So you have these new gates here, these habitat gates. You can see right here, small guest gate. That's the new one. So that's how they enter. And if you select one, so we'll just go over here, you can see it's very similar to like the other gates, you know, here, like the guest gate and stuff. Yeah, it has like a little path in it. And then what you do is you can actually put a path all the way through your habitat. So you can see by the white outline, I just did a natural path here, because I didn't want to do like a concrete or wood or anything. I wanted it to just be like the guests are walking on the ground. You can put anywhere, you know, you want a path to go. Now you may be noticing like people actually are walking off of the path that I placed down. If we go over here, see, I have no path over here by this barn, but you can see people are walking. There's actually a new setting. So when you have a complete habitat, you know, you click on the barrier, you have a new animal encounters tab over here. You can click on that and it'll tell you that, yes, you have a guest gate, you have hygiene station, no dangerous animals, and you have some interactive animals in there. Then there's this other setting down here called amount of roaming guests. Controls the amount of guests navigating the habitat off path. Has no effect on the amount of guests on the path. So by default, it stays on default. You can change it to few. What you'll notice over time is, so like the path ends right here on this fence. Over time, the guests will kind of bunch up around the edge of the path, and then only a few guests at a time would actually come back here. And then you could also do many, which obviously means many of the guests will go off the path. For this one, I wanted it to be few because I was like, I wanted a place where the animals in this habitat could kind of escape from the people a little bit. If they didn't want to be around all the guests, they could come here in the barn and kind of get away from them. There is no option to turn it off, but I think that makes sense. If you're setting up like a petting zoo, why turn it off? Then otherwise it's just a regular habitat, right? But you can see here already guests are kind of starting to bunch up at the end of the edge of the path here, and then only a few guests at a time are actually kind of coming back here. For this one, I left it as default because there's 3 animals in here, and it's a pretty good size habitat. So I kind of figured it makes sense that you would have kind of a lot of guests roaming everywhere. A lot of great new scenery pieces. I placed some around here, like the water well here. You can see these hay barrels. The little this is like a water pump windmill here. You can see some of these new planters, and then there's a few pieces for the 1.17 free update. One is the small guest habitat. You don't need the Barnyard DLC to be able to create your own petting zoos, and that's also because there are some existing animals in the game that have been given the kind of guest interaction. So that'll be fun to see everybody kind of experiment and play around to see which animals can use the new kind of guest interaction. There's also the I don't know, is it Bloodleia bush, which is this guy right here, this little purple one. It's very cool looking. Then there's also 2 washing stations. So there's this bigger one here where multiple guests can walk up, and then there's the smaller one we saw earlier, which is just like this one here, which is just a little single hand washing station. I was experimenting. I put this one outside of the habitat because I wasn't sure if guests would only use them if they're inside the habitat, and I haven't seen anybody use this one. So my thought is that these probably have to be inside the habitat for guests to actually interact with the hand washing station. So just something to keep in mind. But I think this update, along with if you're gonna make a very kind of natural looking zoo with natural paths like I did here, this in conjunction with the path option to remove curbs on the natural paths, so that this way you can't actually see where the edge of the path is, and it all just kind of blends in seamlessly. I just think it looks really cool. Yeah, but there you go. There is everything you need to know about the Barnyard Animal Pack DLC and the 1.17 free update that everybody will be getting if you have the game. Let me know how excited you are for this pack. I know, again, petting zoos is something folks have been asking for a long time, and I can say that I do think Frontier did a really good job. Anytime they add a new kind of feature to the game, like for instance when they added penguins in the swimming mechanic, like the underwater swimming, you always wonder how well is it going to work. And I can say pretty confidently with this update that, again, Frontier knocked it out of the park. They did such a good job with it. The animals, of course, are always top notch. The details that they put in the animals, not with just the animal model, but of course all the sounds and everything, because they of course use the real animal sounds for each animal. But it's good to see that we got this new DLC and update. I know a lot of people have been wondering since the console edition came out, you know, is it the end of development for Planet Zoo? Because we all know Planet Coaster, once the console version of that came out, that was pretty much, that was the end of, you know, development for Planet Coaster. Frontier did say that they have one more DLC coming out. They did say it's another animal pack. So, but they did not specifically specify whether it was going to be the last one or not. You know, I think this is one of those games where they could probably just release animal packs forever. You know, they may not do like the regular, like, you know, 4 animals and, you know, 100 plus scenery and building pieces, but you know, I could see them going the route of just releasing animal packs as time goes on. But you know, we'll just have to wait and see what Frontier does. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know how excited you are with this update. Let me know which animals you plan to make use of the new animal encounter interaction and everything, and what kind of petting zoos you want to make. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, and if you want to see more videos from me, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon. That way you get notified when I post new videos. All right, everybody, thanks so much for watching. I will see you all on the next video.